Hello everyone, this is Shawn the Orange, and today we're going to be watching a replay of a battle on the new map, Teutoburg Forest. As you can see, our team does have a balanced force where we've got cav, elephants, infantry, some range units, we got the javelins, we got the slingers. We've got a well-rounded force on our side. Now this map is based on the battle that took place between Arminius and the Romans, and I've got to say, the barbarians are definitely good landscapers. Look at this shit. They're not afraid to do a bit of mowing. This must be hectares of lawns they're fucking mowed. Look at it. And back in the day, there was no ride-on lawnmowers. They would have had to push this shit. They would have had to use that little pushing fucking one that doesn't even have a motor. And for acres. Look at it. They've fucked up a bit there with the whippersnippering. They haven't whippersnipped this back. It's a bit of a mess, but you have to admit, for the technology they did have back in those days, they've done a pretty good job. Now this is alright for a flower garden. They've left it to die a little bit, which is disappointing. There is a river right there they could use to water those plants. I'm not sure why they haven't done that, but they have mowed acres and acres of land, which may have consumed so much time. They didn't have time to take care of those dying plants. Over here again, they've messed up with the whippersnippering. You know, it's a lot of land to cover. Now the roads are interesting. They have made them 4 lanes wide, but it is gravel, so you don't want to be driving too quickly. There is affordable tract housing going on here. All the houses do look the same, but they do sell very cheaply. And when you look at the views that you get for the buck that you spend, it's fucking amazing. It does look like the army has started moving here. We've got the infantry going forward. Here we go. The spears are at the front. The elephants are pushing the right hand side straight through the flower garden. I mean, I know it's not the greatest flower garden, but there's no reason to trample all those fucking plants. The enemy elephants are pushing across the river, and the spears have no way to stop them, so they are pulling back. Let's cut across back to the elephants on the right. After they trampled all those plants, they are heading towards these spears, but they are melee spears, which is going to be hard for the elephants to keep up with. Over to the left, we do have that middle battle going on, and over here, not much has been spotted. We can see the enemy cav, and there we go. Someone has picked up the flag in mid, revealing all these units. It's not clear at this stage if the enemy even knows they have been revealed. The slingers are moving in to get those shots, and the enemy is standing in that flower bed. Clearly both sides aren't a fan of what the barbarians did do with these gardens. Now the slingers are shooting into there, doing some good damage, but now the enemy is advancing. And it is tier 4 versus tier 5, it's not looking good. Swing Book at this stage must be thinking, oh well, this is fucked, isn't it? Everyone else has pissed off, leaving him to his fate. Oh wait, the slingers have came back. I'm not sure what they are going to do. They're going to... oh shit. Well, clearly the slingers were running from the cavalry. They are in a world of trouble here as they are getting surrounded. But Kineo is going in here trying to get that cavalry off the slingers. Unfortunately, he did charge right into the enemy lines. It's going to be hard to escape that without taking some casualties. The red team is pushing this side of the map very hard. I'm not sure where all these units came from. Middle might be a different story. The elephants on both sides are killing spear units. There's not much the spears can do against these beasts. Now let's cut across to the right hand flank. It does look like the blue team has control of this side. Rodellis may have killed Sun Tzu Echo's spear units here. I'm not sure how the spear units did get caught. Wait a minute. What? Okay, Sun Tzu is definitely alive. He's over here. And he has found some undefended javelins. Dide at this stage might be doing a number 2 because there is no way for his units to escape the speed and the power of Miltiades. There is no one in range to help these guys out. They are going down. And in the middle here, we do have the Battle of the Beasts. Fortunately for the blue team, it looks like they have this in the bag. There's only one elephant left and it doesn't really stand a chance. There are troops from the red team though coming through that forest area, and they do have javelins. The blue team has no ranged units nearby. Those javelins are still getting chased down. They can't really help out. So it's going to be a hard battle for these elephants to win this game. They are going to need to use teamwork to get those javelins surrounded and to get that infantry out of the way. Fortunately for the red team and unfortunately for the blue team, Rodellis has been abandoned. His teammates have decided that they just really aren't interested in this fight and they have fucked off. Now the Cav is coming in here trying to help out. Unfortunately, there is infantry in the way, and it's going to be a struggle pushing through such healthy units, especially two of them just blocking that entrance off. The elephants might get in range of the javelins, get some stomp damage done, but dealing with all the caltrops and the infantry in the way, etc. is going to slow them down significantly. The Cav is trying to run around the Sulla here, but Scipio's charge is on cooldown. He just can't get that burst damage in. In middle, we do have a spear to spear fight. They're swinging sticks all around the place, trying to kill each other. Fortunately for the blue team, elephants are on the way to help them out. Over here, there is still one Cav unit and one elephant still in combat, but it's not looking good for them. The score is definitely favoring the red team and the cap is increasing. At the back here, we have a range of healthy units. There's some healthy Cav right there, but they are surrounded by these tier 6 swords who are also on full health. This could be bad for the red team if this infantry pops that vengeance and just starts. Now we just had some technical difficulties, but thanks to Doctor Who's time machine, we are back on track. Now this tier 6 infantry is about to face off with this tier 5 units over here. Meanwhile, the other two units are surrounding the enemy in this confined space. And it is barbarian cavalry and his units are very well armored. I think he stands a good chance in this situation. Unfortunately for this battle over here, he is facing someone that does have a tier 8 vengeance. That is going to change the tide. Now back to the battle around the tower. It is going pretty evenly so far. There's no real advantage. The red team does have the numbers, but the blue team does have that armor and that vengeance ability. I underestimated the barbarian cav though. That stomp ability, or should I say, was it horse kick, is very strong. A few more of them and this infantry is going to perish. He is trying to run away now. I'm not sure what his plan is. It looks like he is retreating for the moment. He may just be waiting for Germanicus' abilities to wear out. It only takes 5 seconds and it puts that Roman infantry in a much weaker place. Without that 100% melee attack and 100% melee damage, of course they're not hitting you so hard. It looks like he is going for that flank charge here, which could rout the blue team here, ending the game. He's pulling back, making sure all that cavalry is out of combat before he does the charge. Here comes the damage. It doesn't do that much because he is hitting a higher tier unit that is well armored. Red team is also capping the base though. They don't even have to kill this infantry, to be honest. We have some elephants round here, but they are way outnumbered. At this point of time, the game is basically over. There's nothing the blue team can do to pull off a victory. So I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you did, please subscribe and thumbs up and all that shit. And I'll see yous in the next game.
This is how we